guys, it's Kendra. Welcome back to my kitchen. Today we're doing meatballs. Soft, tender, pillowy pork meatballs. The reason why they're so tender and pillowy is because we put cottage cheese in them. Parmesan cheese, cottage cheese, so super simple and very, very good. So let me show you the ingredients, okay? All right, guys, so the ingredients, super simple. We're going to be using some sweet Italian sausage, some cottage cheese. I just have a small curd. You can do any kind of cottage cheese. If you want to do low-fat cottage cheese, that's fine. I've noticed I've done low-fat before or full-fat, and it's all still very, very tasty. You need some milk. You need some panko crumbs, but instead of the panko crumbs, I just got this at Trader Joe's, rice crumbs, which replaces breadcrumbs and cracker crumbs. So I'm gonna try that with the rice crumbs today. You need an egg, some salt, some Parmesan cheese, and a jar of marinara. This is so simple, you guys. Okay, let's get cooking. Let me show you how easy this is. All right, guys, here we go. Wait till you see how easy this is. I forgot one important thing to show you when I showed you the ingredients. I told you we needed sweet Italian sausage, but we also need a pound of ground pork. So it's a little under 2 pounds of meat to be used, or pork to be used for this recipe. So here we go. So the first thing we're gonna do is I have 1/3 cup of the breadcrumbs. I'm using the rice crumbs that I got from Trader Joe's today, which I'm super excited about trying. I also need some milk. So I need 3 tablespoons of milk. 3 tablespoons. And I just have 2% of milk. 3 tablespoons. 3 tablespoons of milk. Okay. I also need 1 egg. 1 egg. Going in. And then ricotta cheese. I need 1/3 cup of ricotta cheese. So I have, I'm gonna do just a little extra. 1/3 cup plus a little bit more. This is what makes the meatballs so light and fluffy. You could use ricotta cheese if you like. I'm not a fan of ricotta cheese, so that's why I use cottage cheese. Even when I make lasagna, I replace the ricotta cheese with cottage cheese. Okay, that's perfect. And then we need Parmesan cheese, which I think we need about 1/2 cup of Parmesan cheese. So I just have grated Parmesan cheese already, ready to be used. So I need 1/2 cup of that. And I'm gonna do a little bit more because I like it cheesy. So I have a measuring cup here, and I'm going to do a little under a cup of grated Parmesan cheese. It's gonna be good. It smells so good. I love the smell of Parmesan cheese. Okay, and then I think that is it. Now we're gonna stir this to combine all of it. Okay. So we're gonna stir all this so everything is combined. The egg, the milk, the cottage cheese, and the Parmesan cheese. And because I added a little bit more Parmesan cheese than the 1/2 cup, I'm gonna add just a little more milk. I would say that was about a little over a tablespoon. Okay. Okay, and then here I'm just gonna add a little bit of salt and pepper just to season everything up as we go. Okay. Lots of pepper. You can make it a little spicy if you want to, and at this point, if you wanted to add some red chili flakes, you could do that as well. I'm not gonna do that. And then I just need a little bit of salt. Okay. Get all this mixed up. Okay, and from here, we're going to add the ground pork and the sweet Italian sausage. Okay, so and this is just a little bit under a pound of ground pork. Okay, and then the sweet Italian sausage, all of it goes in. Let me see here. All right. Now I'm going to use my hands to mix it all up because your hands are the best kitchen tool ever. All right, so. Okay, so let's get all this mixed up and incorporated together. It smells so good. The cottage cheese and the Parmesan cheese. Okay. Okay, so let me clean up my hands and I will be back. All right, guys, time to make the meatballs and saute them up in a little pan with olive oil. So we're gonna heat up this pan and we're going to add some oil. So we're only browning in this pan on all sides, and then we're going to take a bigger pan and put all the browned meatballs inside that pan, and we're gonna simmer those in the jarred marinara sauce. So that's it, I'm telling you, it's so easy, easy, easy. Okay, so I'm going to make up my meatballs. Okay. At this point, if you wanted to add more seasonings to the meatball mixture, you could add fresh rosemary. Rosemary and pork go very well together. I have added a can of green chilies to the mixture as well. It gives it more of a, maybe a Mexican kind of flavor to the meatballs. So many different things you could add. You could add, if you wanted some Asian, soft, pillowy pork meatballs, you can add ginger and garlic to it. A little soy sauce. There's so many different variations with these meatballs. Okay, so I am going to get these formed up and start browning them, and I'll come back when one side is browned and I'll show you what they look like. All right, guys, I wanted to show you, I flipped them over. So that's what you want them to look like. Browned and sizzling. So I'm going to do that to the other side. And then I'm going to come back and show you the next step. Oh my gosh, doesn't it look great? All right, I'll be back. Hey guys, we're in the final stretch of this yummy meatball dish. So I have taken all the browned meatballs, drained them, and I've added it to a pan big enough that I can pour tomato sauce on it, and that's gonna simmer for about 15 minutes. And that is it, you guys. So I'm just taking my jarred marinara sauce, and I am going to pour on top. And then I am going to add a little liquid to it. So I'm just gonna add a little water to this, shake it out. So I'm probably gonna add about a half a cup of water in here. So let me do that. Okay. And I am going to shake out the jar to make sure I get all the goodness out of it. And then that's what's gonna go in here. All right. That was actually about a cup of water. So this is going to simmer for about 15 minutes in the marinara sauce. And 15 minutes, once that's done, the meatballs are gonna be so good. I can't wait. Okay, so I'll be back when the meatballs are done. Hey guys, we're back to check out the meatballs. And we're going to be tasting this wine with the meatballs. I'm very, very excited about this. But first, let me show you the meatballs. They've been simmering for about 15-20 minutes in the tomato sauce, and it is done. That's gonna be so good. So what I am going to do is Randy wants to have his meatballs over some pasta, so I'm gonna make him some angel hair. And Katie wants to have her meatballs over some, I'm gonna roast some tater tots for her and sprinkle it with some cheese, and then she wants to have a couple of meatballs on top of that. So that's what she's gonna have. I am gonna have, what I did was I took some King's Hawaiian bread, or any of your favorite rolls will work, and I buttered it generously, and I'm gonna put it on the bread. So let's get a meatball from me. I'm gonna do the taste testing with you right now. Okay, so I'm going to take a meatball and I'm gonna put it on top of that King's Hawaiian roll that's been buttered and some sauce. And the heat is gonna melt that butter. Woo-hoo-hoo! I'm also gonna get just a little piece of a meatball, and I'm gonna try that on its own. All right. So, come back over here and we'll taste the wine together. So let me tell you about this wine. This wine I picked up at Trader Joe's. It's a Cabernet Sauvignon 2016. It just won the San Francisco Chronicle wine competition. It won an award as one of the top wines. It's Moon X, and it was only $6.99. So I'm gonna try that with the meatball. So let's get this open first. All right, this wine opener, I show it all the time. Cuisinart. It's such a great wine opener. Okay, so let me pour some of this into my glass. Okay, a little fork. Oh my gosh, it's so tender. So tender. It's almost creamy. Creamy and meaty. So good. Cabernet. My gosh, it's good. It's rich and smooth, fruity, spicy. Oh my gosh, it's a really good. For a bottle of wine that's $6.99, you don't really expect much. I can see why it won an award. Oh my gosh, it's so good. Wow. That is really good. So this is one you have to try. If you like Cabernet, if you like deep wine, try this. I'm loving that flavor. Okay, it goes so well with the pork as well. Oh my gosh. I think I have to say, because of that cottage cheese in there, it's the tenderest meatball ever. Okay, let me try it with that buttered Hawaiian roll. Oh my gosh, does that look good? You know what I did? I didn't use just any butter. I picked up, also from Trader Joe's, this cultured butter from Brittany, France. And you know how I love Kerrygold, Irish butter. I think butter from Europe is just always so much better, European butter. So that's what I put on my Hawaiian roll. Oh my gosh, it's so good, you guys. This is a great dinner. I am very, very happy. That's so good. Okay, you guys, this is one of my favorites. This is one of my favorite wines that I've reviewed for Trader Joe's. That's delicious. You have to try the meatballs. The meatballs, super easy, super quick. And you're gonna love how tender they are. And it's so good in that sweet Hawaiian roll. Cheers, guys. I hope you make this and see how easy it was. And if you're into wine, try this wine. That was so good. All right, that was so good. I'm going to link I'm going to put the recipe for the meatballs below, and also the wine, so you can pick it up at Trader Joe's. Moon X 2016 Cabernet Sauvignon. So good. I hope you enjoyed this video, you guys. I will see you in the next video, and cheers! Thanks for watching.